Hi guys, my name is Vinay with Drop Shot Demon. Welcome to my topspin forehand video. So the first thing you have to think of with a topspin forehand is what forehand grip you want to use. There are three types of forehand grips you can use. Each of them has different benefits. The Eastern grip, which if you look at where I'm holding it here, you have these bevels on the racket. You need to hold it on the second bevel over here. That's the Eastern forehand grip. And the swing will look something like this. Players like Roger Federer, players like Pete Sampras, they've used it with a lot of success. And it's good if you want to get a flat shot, for instance, or if you're a very aggressive player that comes to the net. So you can use it as your flat approach shot, come towards the net and play volleys easily because you're just changing to a continental grip for a volley. So basically the swing for an Eastern grip would be like this. So it's a similar swing with all the other grips, but you have to get over it and around it a little bit more because your grip is so flat. So with an Eastern grip, you get much more flat shots. Here's what I mean by what an Eastern grip will look like. So that's how the Eastern forehand would look like in a closed stance. Here's an open stance. Well, that's the Eastern forehand grip, and clearly I'm not made for the Eastern forehand grip. The most extreme forehand grip you could use is something called a full Western grip, which is what I employ. Full Western is, if you have the racket here, the Eastern forehand grip, you're holding it on the second bevel. With the full Western, you're holding it on the third, fourth bevel, right here. So the V in your hand here will come on that fourth bevel. So you're holding it extreme. So when you're hitting the shot, it kind of looks like this, and your hand is coming underneath it. It's a lot harder to hit for beginners, but it's very good if you want to get a lot of top spin on your balls. So in a closed and an open stance, this is how it would look. So that's the full Western grip forehand in both closed and open stance. The last grip you want to use is probably the easiest for beginner players, rec players coming into the game. It's called the semi-Western grip. With the semi-Western grip, you're basically, the V of your hand will be on the third bevel, right in the center here, in this flat part. So that way, it's much easier to go around the ball without being too flat, and at the same time you can get some spin because it's a little bit more extreme than an Eastern is. So the swing for it would be like this. It's a very easy, natural swing you get with a semi-Western. This is how it would look. So that's the semi-Western forehand. Of course, you have to look at, with the forehand, one of the most important things is, of course, footwork as well. So when you're looking at footwork, you have to be on the balls of your feet. So you have to be very agile. When the ball's coming out wide, move out like this, and then you can hit a proper forehand. Or even, you can do it with open steps. Literally remember, after you hit it, get back into balance and start moving back into the center. So with footwork, you have to be very quick on your feet, light-footed, move on the balls of your feet, sideways, keep shifting. That's the most important thing. And to get ready for your shots, with all shots in tennis, the most important thing is performing a split step. So what a split step is just as your opponent is contacting the ball, you want to jump up like this. So just as the ball is contacting his racket, you jump up. What that does is, it gets you moving. So once you jump, it makes it much easier for you to move. So when you're hitting a forehand, say your opponent's hitting one inside in forehand down the line here. You hit a split step, you get there easily, you can hit it over. The swing for the forehand has to be across your body. For all sorts of grips, it has to be across your body like this. So for the full Western, it would look like this. You finish with the racket down here by the side. With the semi-Western, it's the same. Finish the racket down here. With the Eastern, again, finish with the racket back here. It's gonna change what grip you use, how the shot's gonna go over the net, with how much topspin, how flat it is. But this technique for your swing has to be across the body like this. That's how you get it to go up and over the net, up and down. So you get that topspin action. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other videos. Thanks.